I guess I'm making more work for myself, but I'm going over the planner. It's good work. It's stuff you want to catch rather than just completely ignore or find out the hard way. I'd already changed one of these row cleaner bearings this morning, and I was just casually walking through and checking the rest of them for looseness. And this is the third one to fail on us, and I think this is the third or might be the fourth year running them. So glad I caught that. We did manage to find a bunch of new bearings locally that we just were able to have them. Ooh, I think this is a pretty good catch. I think that's all the grease that is supposed to be in it. Doesn't feel like a rubber seal at all. Anyway, when we're getting enough acres across this thing, oh man, oh crap on a cracker. I'm down to my last extra bearing because I bought a whole hub kit. So I got, the hub and one more bearing, but we might have to make an emergency call down and say, hey, that's not so much, maybe not for this year, but at least make sure we got parts going forward. It's nice when you get some of these local companies that have parts like this because they just ship it right to you. There's some places that they don't. Like if you gotta go to the big boy dealer, you gotta go and pick it up directly from them. That doesn't look too bad. I like these row cleaners a lot. I was thinking over that before, that what if I would ever be interested in upgrading, and I just don't see it, or having any want or desire there to change them out, because I do know there's like the depth guards styles and whatnot. Somebody's here. I heard the car door slam. Maybe not. Maybe it's the neighbors. Dad's across the road getting that work down for me, which is working up really nice, it seems. He gets done, and Ryan's going to go harrow it later today. I'm going to be planting no-till. I want to get a bunch of the no-till stuff done because I can burn right through that. And this would have been done if I wasn't holding my phone while doing this. Yep, that was a car door. Either somebody's here or somebody's trying to rob the place. I don't know. I like how you're able to adjust these from the cab, which I know other row cleaners are like that too. But being able to adjust them again quickly with just a flick of a lever on the unit itself, so I can adjust the down pressure applied to these in the cab, but then the amount of pressure or the amount of aggressiveness that the teeth are, I can adjust that on the row cleaner themselves, which is no big deal because I typically set them once and I'm good. I had these long enough where I already have all my settings mentally saved, where it's like, all right, well, if I'm going into these conditions, this is what I want. If I'm going into those conditions, or it's happened before where it's like, wow, these conditions are terrible. I wish it didn't rain for the last, week, and I could have gotten all this done. I did have stumbled across a find. Ooh, you dirt. what was actually hurting me was the cap. So when the bearing fails, if I don't catch it soon enough, it is what will kick this cap out. I didn't know that. I thought it was a rock. But after, because last year was the first one I lost, and I just assumed, you know, I came from a rocky farm, and it's just like, heck. Well, no, that's not the case. It was this bearing failing. Come on. Durr. So that's why I had to buy a whole kit, because when I asked if I could just get this cap, it's a metal cap, and they're like, well, we're not really sure. And it ultimately came down to, if you're sure you want it, we'll order 2 kits. So I already used up 1 kit, and I already had gone through this one because I needed the cap out of this. Oh, it's this right here, brand new. You know, I might just throw that in there because happened to stumble across a pile of these guys. So when you go and put new seed discs on, the seed disc openers, you get brand new ones with the new seed discs. And I threw a bunch of these away, but I mean, heck, believe it or not, that actually snaps down on there. Not as durable and awesome as that metal cap, but I'm gonna run it with a couple of these on it just to see how well they work. I don't have any rocky farms to be planting, and it'll be 2 days before I get to any of the rocky farms, and we're just rolling right along. Yeah, that guy's, she shook. So I'm gonna go put this guy back on. I try to do the working on stuff videos. I know it's boring when I'm just talking to you guys and I'm not really doing anything, but a lot of when I'm working on stuff, I'm generally trying to get somewhere. But yeah, you can tell this was just starting to give. It's rubbing here. If that bearing was giving enough, it doesn't rub when the bearings are in there, right? So just some more parts to keep in mind for next year. So I'm really looking for corn to go in without too much of a struggle. Well, I needed all 3 hands to get this back on, and that's the end result. I did put the plastic cap back on this one. I didn't lose the original one, but oh, here you go. You see the amount of abuse these things take. So that's why I'm kind of skeptical these will take a whole lot of abuse. But wow, look how full of crud that is. I don't really shouldn't be, whatever. I've noticed that's the 3rd one I've changed now, but every one of these cleaners that I've had to change out is the leading edge, or the leading cleaner, because how they're sitting on here, there's one and then they're staggered, so one behind the other, and the leading cleaner is getting the majority of the abuse. So I could see why that bearing, see, because this is still tight as the day we installed it, but this, I mean, yeah, I can see, or these do hit rocks. Part of the reason why I like them so much, not because I like to abuse them, but they do a really nice job of scooting rocks out of the way. We have an assortment of rocks. We have some farms that are practically clean and have never even considered having, you know, a rock show up. And then we got farms that, like you just saw, we got to push the guys out of the way, which the only thing I needed to do was put that in there. I got my handy hammer / combination wrench, so I'll be sitting good there if I got to put that back on. Oh, and as a matter of fact, I got spares. So the no-till stuff I'm going into for the next, well, day. I really shouldn't give any conditions that's going to pop that off. But I'm just trying to be as prepared as I can be. I got to go through now. The seed depth is set. There's a vacuum line there I didn't get back on. Ryan went through and helped me switch this back over to corn. It's been greased. Seed depth. I need to set it back down, and while I do that, I'm going to test the row cleaners to make sure that everything is it. You can do test on the monitor, just make sure everything is speaking to each other, because it's a real bugger when you have these full of seed. No, don't ask me how I know, but you have these completely full of seed, and then you got to take one of these row units off. Oh man, I mean, when you have back issues, which I don't technically have back issues. I mean, it was fixed 10 years ago, and I feel better now than I did even back then. I mean, even the following years after getting worked on, I mean, I could feel it in my back, like it's there, but definitely not as much as it used to. You still try to be careful what you're lifting, though. I gotta go throw some seed in this. I'm gonna throw some water into the tank, make sure that I got all my fertilizer working, and then we're gonna basically go plant like hell.